constructor. It's called a transponder. Once you've built two or more in separate locations, you'll be able to travel between them instantaneously by way of the beach. The forensic mapping of which made this breakthrough possible. Safe houses and large facilities such as distribution centers have already been outfitted with transponders. You should make the most of them.
Sam, this is Charlie. We have another assignment for you to attend to. Head to Hartman's lab and access the delivery terminal to pick up this main order.
What kind of cargo?
I have to smuggle them in.
Now who was that? That's the spirit. Good morning to you.
Sam, the next major site to be linked to the Cairo network is in the eastern reaches of the continent, East Fort Knott. Our original plan would have had us route a connection through North Fort Knott, allowing for a simple and direct trip. Unfortunately, that city was completely obliterated by a void-out. As a result, we have had to devise a new approach, utilizing a series of connections between preppers in the region. Easier said than done, of course. Some of these preppers are currently refusing to join the network. But according to APAS's latest simulations, enlisting the cooperation of the pizza chef should enable us to win over these holdouts. Your first objective is therefore to bring the pizza chef online. And it just so happens that the cargo he's requested is being stored at this very facility. It's been designated a chilled delivery due to its sensitivity to heat, so you should transport it at night or in the rain. Or perhaps take advantage of a pickup off-roader's covered cargo shelf, which should ensure it doesn't get exposed to direct sunlight. Undertake the main order on this delivery terminal when you're ready.
This cargo has been designated for chilled delivery.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sam, I don't recognize that device over there. Proceed with caution. Sam, something appears to be approaching us. It exploded! Was it some sort of homing landmine? Sam, we're in serious danger here.
Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted. Welcome and thank you for coming. I'll inspect your cargo. Excellent work. This cargo is in perfect condition. I knew you. Please, connect me to this network of yours. Now displaying your current order grade. Thank you. This technology is remarkable. I expect I'll receive plenty of new business. And speak of the devil, a new order just came in now. I look forward to seeing you again soon, Sam.
Excellent work, Sam. You made a big difference today. According to APAS's analysis, pizza-hungry individuals in the area could prove instrumental in the further expansion of the chiral network. Anyway, let's press on to the next site awaiting you and your Cupid, shall we? It bears mentioning that the denizen located there has a reputation as a very cautious individual. Take care not to give them cause to doubt your intentions. Go ahead and pick up your new main order from the delivery terminal on site, so we can get underway.
This cargo has been designated Keep Flat and requires urgent delivery.
is restricted inside. Now displaying your current order grade.
つながったペコ。これは調査に使えるわ。みんなと話もできるしね。ご褒美ってことでステルスしやすくなる静音設計のアサルトライフルと足音を抑えられるブーツ、そして AI カモフラの柄をプレゼント for you。 その柄のスーツを着るとなんとモグラ地雷の AI カメラに認識されなくなるペコ。もうモグラ地雷にドドドって追いかけられることは絶対にね。最近この辺やばいんだよね。無人兵器がいたなんて噂もあって自衛策を取ったんだけど不安で寝不足なんだわ。でもあんたの荷物で元気が出たペコ。お礼ってわけじゃないけどバンバン使ってほしいペコ。まあねー。自分の身は自分で守るしかないペコじゃん。だって危ないんだもん。データを分析して使いこなすのが得意だからそれでちょっと作ってみたペコ。敵として定義した相手を AI カメラが自動判定して地面の中を進んで敵にドーン、途中で撃たれることもなし。かわいそうだけど普通に上がって近寄らんでしょ。まさか超えてくる人がいるとはね。ありがたかったペコだけど。最近よく見るんだよね、メカっぽいやつら。持ってる武器も見たことないし、あんなん誰が作って操ってるのかわけわかんないんだけど。だがしかしこれはレアな研究対象と言えなくもないペコ。好きあらば奴らの武器を解析してその技術を生かしてやるペコ。あんたに提供した武器もあんたのおかげで作れたんだから。これからも何か作れたら知らせるペコ。モグラ地雷はペコーラが作ったの。なのに外の人たちが使ってるなんて。なんでかわかんないけど誰かがデータを漏らしたって考えるしかないペコじゃん。ふざけんな。まあこれからはいざとなったら戦うしかないペコ。最終手段徹底抗戦で戦うペコ。あんたのおかげでその覚悟ができたペコね。ほんとサンキューペコ。モグラ地雷を止めたから帰りは安心ペコ。おつペコでした。バイバイ。
Great job as always, Sam. I'm guessing you must be pretty tired. Get yourself back to the GHV Magellan and take a break. Oh, and tomorrow seems to be more talkative lately. Maybe the two of you could find time for a chat.
fragile? What is tomorrow? We didn't have that where I came from. I don't understand what it means.
You know what will happen to these buds? They will turn into flowers. In the space of a day, they'll have completely changed. Living things can't help but change, you see. They can't stay the same forever.
But where I came from, nothing ever changed. So does that mean I'm not alive?
Listen. You are alive. The person you were yesterday is different from the one you are today, and the one you'll be tomorrow. You're changing. That's what living is. To change and to embrace change. To transform.
Is this what my tomorrow will be?
Yesterday becomes today, which in turn becomes tomorrow. They're all connected, for better or worse. And death is not the end.
Death is not the end.
Welcome back, Sam. You should get some rest.
All right. Good night.
Sam, it's Charlie. Your assistance has been personally requested once more. Access the data scientist delivery terminal to undertake this main order. One more thing. The details of this particular order merit careful review. Or so I've been informed. Don't let them down, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle. So that was the esteemed data scientist. It didn't take much convincing to become a part of the chiral network after all, did they? I suppose the appeal of APAS's analytical capabilities was too much to ignore. And they must be quite the fan of pizza, too. The considerable weight of our last delivery did not escape my notice. Just how many pizzas do you think the chef was able to pack into that container? Huh. A suit that prevents its wearer from being recognized by AI cameras. Eyes are the most prominent sensory organ of many life forms. Those of us who specialize in psychology often learn a great deal about them. You see, what the eye and the camera perceive is compared against past experiences and data to yield a conclusion. Perhaps this suit exploits a flaw in how AI cameras perform this function. Which is to say, you shouldn't presume you won't show up on these cameras. But I think it may utilize a form of optical jamming to obfuscate your appearance. In this way, it ensures the system doesn't interpret you as an intruder. Come to think of it, I see that the armed survivalists have gotten their hands on a new assortment of weapons. And our own arsenal has since been expanded courtesy of the pizza chef. People seem less and less inclined to give others the benefit of the doubt these days. I fear it's going to continue to get harder to earn the trust of strangers in the future.
Yeah.
I was thinking I should teach Samara a few things, but to do that, I need to do some studying myself. Can you take a look at this?
Yeah.
I was thinking I should teach Samara a few things, but to do that, I need to do some studying myself. Can you take a look at this?
Yeah.
I was thinking I should teach Samara a few things, but to do that, I need to do some studying myself. Can you take a look at this?
Yeah.
I was thinking I should teach Samara a few things, but to do that, I need to do some studying myself. Can you take a look at this? I see. Thanks for the input. Have a safe trip, Sam.
Later.
Okay, tomorrow. Let's continue.
I don't wanna.
accepted. Thank you.
気をつけてね。
that you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
is a homestead that was, and a woman that I can love. All of the days are nothing but a haze on the even rows of chairs. And in your heart you look alright. And in the heart we took our flight to home.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery.
That did it, Sam.
Thank you. I'll get this cargo processed right away. I'd say this is practically perfect. I had a feeling you were the right porter for the job. We've been waiting eagerly for your arrival. We're ready to join the chiral network.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We appreciate your help. Before you go, I have another favor to ask of you. In private, where we won't be overheard. There's a back room just past that terminal. I'll be waiting.
Order completed. Well done.
What is this? We came here in peace.
It's all right. They don't mean us any harm. You must be Sam. Thank you. Couldn't have been easy getting here. Folks call me the doctor. My sisters and I don't normally allow men inside, but for patients we make an exception. It's clear you suffered greatly for this child's sake. Haven't you? May I, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, these. They're chiral hands. So your BB's passed on.
You have dooms then, I take it.
I do. And it's given me an unusual gift. I can remove a BB from a still mother's womb without resorting to invasive surgery, and safely place it in a pod with minimal distress to the fetus.
Without using any tools whatsoever? So you're a psychic surgeon then?
A psychic midwife is what they call me. When I was with Bridges, I used these techniques to remove BBs from their mothers. Sam, you may be suffering from persistent, complex bereavement disorder.
Is that why you called me here? To tell me I got issues?
Sam, we're the motherhood.
The what now?
This shelter is a safe space for mothers.
Women and children would come here seeking peace. They also came because I could examine still babies. I'd move the fetus to a pod and perform what I would call a transposed screening.
I guess that's why they call you doctor. So, are you saying your technique allows you to treat still baby syndrome?
A BB pod is functionally no different than an incubator. And I was eager to bring our unborn children into the world. So, I thought I would give this little one a chance. Still baby or no, I was convinced I could bring a fetus to term outside the womb. So I placed him in the pod. And a moment later, his heart started beating. And then, after 3 minutes, it stopped. I tried as quickly as I could to get him back in the womb, but it was too late. The still baby was no longer viable. I'm sorry, Caesar. Over time, I tried to refine the pod tech to find a way to help women and their children. But treatment and life extension are impossible. All I could do was look. Even so, word got around and mothers in need of support started coming here. But unfortunately, not long after, men came knocking too. Men who wanted women. What could I do? I was only a doctor who delivered babies. And nothing more. Luckily, I had strong women around me. Mothers who were willing to stand up and fight for the sake of us all.
But as soon as we decided to take up arms, our man friends only got bolder. If we don't fight back, they'll enslave us.
We can't and won't lay down our arms till our safety is guaranteed.
Where'd you get your hardware?
Weapons factory's been pumping them out non-stop. That's why all the locals around here are toting new toys. Got plenty more of their new releases in the armory downstairs.
Sam, we want you to shut down their operation and halt the spread of weapons.
Stop them, please. Please.
Prior to proceeding, we'll need to confirm the precise location of the factory. Let's make our way back to the DHV Magellan, Sam.
Sam, wait.
Yeah.
There. All finished.
Sam, this is Tarman. We've got an emergency on our hands here. I'm afraid the DHV Magellan is out of action. We can't move an inch. A cursory inspection confirmed that some critical parts of the propulsion system have become clogged up with tar. Our usual decontamination methods won't cut it. we'll need a special tar dissolvent to clear out the blockage. The F2 South Distribution Centre was kind enough to source some for us. I'd like you to pick up the order on site, collect the cargo, and bring it back to the ship. Meanwhile, we'll be doing everything we can to keep ourselves from sinking further into the tar, as well as gathering information on the weapons factory. Don't let us down, Sam.
Thanks for the help.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Anytime now.
Look, Sam, a hot spring. Shall we take a dip? Hey, Sam, have you thought about using transponders? Might make your life easier.
accepted. Thank you.
Tell me, Sam, have you been having distressing dreams again lately? You know, nightmares can be indicative of the brain's internal struggles as we attempt to come to terms with traumatic events. By taking our memories of recent events and shuffling them in this fashion, we attempt to find ways of coping with them. Nevertheless, it can be an unpleasant experience. I hope you can get some restful sleep soon. All right, let's focus on the task at hand. Oh, Sam. I spoke with Rainey earlier. She tells me Tomorrow's making excellent progress with her studies. Before we left to see the mother, she was tackling and solving relatively elementary problems. But it seems she's since progressed to intermediate and higher level ones. At this rate, she might well surpass our own capabilities before long. To learn is to grow. To watch her grow so quickly has been a delight. Almost at our destination. Let's keep moving.
Almost there.
Thanks for the help, Sam. And, apologies for greeting you as a chirogram, despite all the effort you put in on our behalf. I'm tied up with ship repairs at the moment. Can't afford to risk contaminating this work site either. Anyway, let me check your cargo. On you, Sam. This cargo looks to be in perfect condition. It's no wonder your client speaks so highly of your work.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Cheers for that, Sam. This'll take care of that blockage, no worries. We'll get started right away.
We can handle the blockage. It's fine. I'd rather you get some sleep so you're ready to tackle your next order. By the time you wake up, we'll probably be finished anyway. Enjoy your rest. Stopping the supply of these weapons at the source will make it far easier to carry out future missions. Whereas leaving the factory alone only increases the risk of networked facilities coming under attack in the future. So let's shut it down ASAP. Tarman has already made preparations. Access the GHV Magellan's delivery terminal to pick up this main order. Tarman will explain the rest.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle. Each time we take the DHV Magellan into the currents, the level of tar pollution on board increases, which is why everyone has to pitch in to clean the ship after every trip. In spite of that, we still find ourselves stymied by nasty blockages like this one. Tarman broke 3 mops attempting to dislodge a particularly stubborn wad before throwing up his hands in despair. Although he failed in that epic struggle, I can only respect his dedication. Apropos of nothing, the doctor's talents were a sight to behold. A psychic midwife. I've never had the opportunity to watch one at work before. How many children has she held in those hands of hers, I wonder? I expect she knows a great deal about BB units as well. Ah, yes. Those apples Rainey gave us do look tasty, I must say. Such bright, healthy colors. Perfectly ripened in my estimation. How fortunate that we received so many.
Sam.
Yeah.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one. Sam.
Yeah.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one. Sam.
Yeah.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one. Sam.
Yeah.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one. That's correct. Have a safe trip, Sam.
Cool.
Sam, your next order is a little complicated, if I'm being honest. I'll brief you on the particulars while you review the relevant information. Go ahead and accept this main order on the terminal. Okay, Sam. This next order calls for you to infiltrate a weapons factory and disable the weapon fabricators you find within. The factory is located in this area. Although it's outside the chiral network, they have fabricators capable of producing advanced weaponry. We don't know what kind of security they have on site, so make sure you're prepared to face anything and everything. There's also a vital piece of equipment you'll need to take with you. We'll get it ready once you've finalized your route. The Ring Terminal expansion device is designed to support the Ring Terminal's hacking capabilities. The factory where the weapon fabricators are located is outside the bounds of the chiral network, and APAS has determined that you won't be able to hack into them with your Ring Terminal alone. But with this device in your possession, all you need to do is access the fabricator terminal. It'll be hacked and rendered inoperable before you know it. Once the terminal is out of action, they'll have no way of getting the fabricators up and running. And they'll likely conclude it's not worth the hassle to try and make weapons here again. Hacking the weapon fabricator terminal will also simultaneously extract any data stored in its drive. So be sure to bring the expansion device back to the Magellan once the fabricators are disabled. You'll need to submit it to the ship's delivery terminal to complete the order. We'll conduct a full analysis of the data you bring us. Oh, and a word of warning. This device contains unique components that can't be reproduced with a chiral printer. So whatever you do, don't break it. Get the job done, Sam.
Wait, Sam. I don't think we're alone out here. Sam, you forgot to grab the ring terminal expansion device. boy, that was hard. Okay, we're here. Use your ring terminal expansion device to hack into the fabricator terminal. Okay, those fabricators are closed. We've extracted the necessary data as well. Let's make our escape and return to the DHV Magellan. Don't forget to bring the ring.
Start getting your hands.
Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm you till the morning. Hey, brother. Did you miss me?
Hell no.
Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou?
You still don't know, do you? Sam the man in the dark about everything.
The fuck do you know about my kid?
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Now, I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of that fancy boat your friends brought along, so before they show up, how about I get a little taste of that endless agony? Something special just for you. Look at that rope you like so much. This here, my guts. And they'll grow tighter over time. You best believe they will pop your head clean off. But you are a patriot, meaning you'll just keep coming back. Only for my boys here to keep doing their thing over and over again. So you'll just die and die and keep on dying for all eternity.
Sam! Sam!
Yeah. Really, it's a shame you won't stay dead. But hey, locking you in a cycle of endless suffering, well, that's good too. So let's let the glorious game over loop begin. The fuck? Yeah, Big Red. Just you and me dance, huh? Bitches like me. Sorry, Sam. We'll have to have our fun another time.
Who the hell are you? No, wait!
What on earth was that red behemoth anyway? The way it wielded that sword was almost reminiscent of a samurai. A friend of yours, perhaps? In any event, I think it's time we left this place. Come on, Sam. Let's get going and return the ring terminal expansion device to the DHV Magellan.
That I would never come around again, even if the whole choir was sad, even if the guild church bells rang, deep into the quiet night I ran. I've forgotten half my life. How did we get here? How the hell would anything?
Now entering chiral network
What
coverage.
were you doing? Whatever happened to the plan? Gold and honey milk and fireflies. Save every moment in your eyes, 'cause I would never come. Even if the guild, the church bells ring.
Sam. Glad you're okay. I'll check your order status right away. That was some incredible fighting. I knew you had it in you.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
I'm glad we could confirm that Higgs was involved. Though I still don't understand how he escaped the beach. The Ghost Mech forces are definitely under his control. And Higgs is determined to spread weapons to every corner of Australia. The information we retrieved from the device you brought back to us only serves to confirm this. We now know for a fact that the weapons popping up in this region can all be traced back to that factory. But that's not all we've determined. We've also learned about a new type of fabricator, one that wasn't present at the weapons factory. It's not clear where they're being used or what they're producing, but this likely means there may be another factory out there. We'll look into it.
Great work, Sam. That factory won't be capable of producing weapons ever again. The Motherhood should rest a little bit easier with that knowledge. Higgs remains a concern, however. It is indeed possible he has another factory elsewhere in the continent. It seems we'll need to proceed with greater caution in the days and weeks ahead. Upgrading the Magellan may also be worth considering. As for you, Sam, you need only to continue expanding the network.
For now, Sam, you should return to your private room and get some rest. You made a real difference today.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be...
She's at it again?
Wait! Looks like clear skies. Let the sun shine tomorrow. It's a Japanese game to predict the weather. I learned it as a kid. This is rainy, cloudy, and sunny. A charm to ward off evil spirits. To help keep tomorrow safe. Hope it's right.
Doesn't it always rain whenever you go outside, though?
Yes. But deep down in my heart, it's really sunny. Always.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Let's do this. 明日天気になれ。
Now it'll be sunny.
Bye, Sam.
Bye. Whatever.
Sam, the neck injury you suffered during your altercation with Higgs appears to have healed. You know, I've been thinking about what he said at West Fort Knot. He claimed that extinction wasn't his creed, that he wanted to build a world where fear and violence are king. I can only assume that at present he lacks the means to set the last stranding in motion. So instead, he settled for trying to pit people against one another so they can tear the world apart for him. The weapons factory was just a means to that end. All the more reason why we need to rely upon the rope that is the chiral network to bring the whole continent together. But that's not all he said, of course. He wanted to get under your skin with those comments about Loom. To get his revenge by inflicting as much pain and suffering as possible on the undying repatriate. Personally, I think you should try to put it out of your mind. Focus on finishing this journey, and in doing so, finding the closure you need. That's one of the reasons we took to the road, after all. That and finishing the network to bring forth a new plate gate. Let's carry on, Sam. One step at a time.
Sam, Charlie here. Another assignment has been registered in the system. You can pick up this main order by accessing the Motherhood's delivery terminal. Sam, do you remember the coffin Higgs used to make his escape from the weapons factory? Well, it seems we've identified a similar-looking object. The mechanic, whose shelter you're slated to link up next, reached out to us. He's asked us to go and retrieve this object on his behalf. I'll give you a more detailed briefing as you review the request. Accept the main order on this delivery terminal to proceed. Hello, Sam. Charlie here. This next order requires you to retrieve a piece of cargo. Said cargo is located somewhere within this armed survivalist's base and is a distressingly familiar coffin-shaped object. Additional devices of unknown purpose appear to have been delivered to the base as well. While much remains unclear, securing the coffin for study may provide us with intel on Higgs and his movements. The mechanic is eager to conduct an analysis, and we have every intention of cooperating with him. That's all the additional information I have for now. There may be more surprises in store for us during this operation, so take all due care in plotting your route and finalizing your equipment loadout. We're counting on you, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Take care.
there, Sam. It's the coffin. Be careful. Higgs may still be inside that thing. Looks like you have what was requested. All that now is to drop it off.
I'm glad you could make it. Did you really manage to retrieve the device? I'll need to assess its condition. don't think anyone could find fault with your work. It's perfection. Been waiting a long time for you to get here, friend. I understand you have a Cupid. Then go ahead and connect me to the network.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Fascinating, this ocean of information. It's so much more than I imagined. Enough for me to make great strides in multiple avenues of research. I hesitate to call it a reward, but I would like to present you with this. It's a classic collectible, sure to help you make lasting memories. I finished my examination of that coffin, and now I can share with you the coffin board schematic. It's essentially a coffin that's been equipped with an electric propulsion unit. Who made it and for what purpose is anyone's guess. I just happened to stumble across the associated data while I was studying the one you recovered. I'm also curious how such a bizarre device came into the possession of the armed survivalists. Even though the weapons factory has been destroyed, this and other dangerous tech has been popping up everywhere. We need to use all methods at our disposal to protect ourselves. Thanks again for all your help, friend. Oh, and by the way, the data scientist just posted a sub-order for you in the system. Sounds like she's got her hands on something intriguing. You should at least take a look at the request. But I won't keep you. We both have work to do.
Sam, the coffin you recovered for us is being examined by the mechanic as we speak. APAS's own analysis has concluded that while there is no evidence that Higgs was ever inside it, the technology it utilizes is undeniably related to that of the Ghost Mechs. Meaning it's possible that Higgs is still fabricating all new kinds of weapons. Now, as for the coffin board that the mechanic was kind enough to share with you, it's much more than just a mode of transport. If you're within network coverage, you can hide inside one and retreat into the tar currents. This provides an opportunity to catch your breath, or to attack the enemy with a stun bomb. The board you brought back had the very same functionality, so we're very lucky you stole it from the survivalists before they could learn how to use it. It would be terrible indeed if we had to contend with enemies attacking from the tar beneath our feet. I must commend you on a job well done. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks for doing your part, Sam. I know that wasn't an easy job. The time has come to finally connect East Fort Knot to the chiral network. That said, it will take a while longer for the necessary cargo to be ready for transport. So let's use this time for everyone to get some rest. Between decontaminating the ship and searching for the weapons factory, it's fair to say everyone's been feeling the strain. You and Dolman have had to complete several difficult orders recently, too. Wrap up any pressing and finished business, then return to the Magellan so you can take a break. We have a long road ahead of us, and we need to manage our health to make it to the end. On another subject, would you mind if I borrowed that instant camera the mechanic gave you? I bet Rainey and Tomorrow would love to try it out. Apparently, they're pretty rare these days. It'll be a fun experience for them.
Order completed. Well done.